Hi there. In our devotion today, I want to take you to Philippians chapter 4, verse 19. And my God will meet all your needs according to his glorious riches in Christ Jesus. Paul is writing to the Philippian church about the ability of God able to provide every need that you have. Let me read it again. It says, And my God will meet all your needs according to his glorious riches in Christ Jesus. We all have different kinds of needs in our lives. According to Paul's statement that God is able to provide all our needs, whatever that may be. Why? Because God is a generous God. He provides more than we deserve. He not only gives to good people, he also provides for even the bad ones. Now, the teaching of Jesus in Matthew's Gospel, chapter 5, if you read verse 43 onwards, Jesus says this: You have heard that it was said, Love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be sons of your Father in heaven. He causes his sun, S-U-N, to rise on the evil and the good, and sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. So this is Jesus teaching about the generosity of God. One of the qualification or quality of God is that he is generous. He is able to provide to people. His sun shines on everybody. He gives rain to good and the bad. So the generosity of God has to overflow in our lives because we have been experiencing the goodness of God in all of our lives. We are provided everything that we need day after day, from the time we were conceived until the time that we die. Everything that we needed was provided by God and God alone, because he is the author of life and he knows how to provide and what to provide. And all he desires is that we reach out to him who is generous. And that is why Paul, when he writes to the Philippian church, he says, And my God will meet all your needs according to his glorious riches in Christ Jesus. Whether it is physical needs or emotional needs or spiritual needs in your life, that God is able to meet all the need according to his glorious riches in Christ Jesus. In other words, the greatest blessing for humankind is given by God, that is his Son, Jesus Christ. He is the gift of God. John 3:16 says, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. It is the gift of God because God is generous. He don't want anybody to perish. And that is why it is so important that we have to reach out to him and connect with him, because he is the source of all blessing. I reminded of an incident that happened in Abraham's life. Abraham was called by God and he asked him to do a sacrifice, his own son, not Ishmael, but Isaac, his promised son. So what did Abraham do? He obeyed God and he took him to the mountain that God showed him. And he prepared the altar, he laid his son, he was ready to sacrifice him on that altar. But at that moment, God provided a ram in the place of Isaac. And that is what God's character is. He is a generous God, and he wants us to be generous to others. We can be generous in our money, in our time, in our giving to others more than what they deserve. That is what generosity is all about. Not only to the good, but also to the bad. We have to open ourselves to be a blessing to others. And because of that, Paul says that my God is able to provide all your needs according to his glorious riches in Christ Jesus. God is called Jehovah Jireh, the provider, the God who provides. You can trust in him. Whatever may be the need that you have today, you can reach out to him because he is a generous God. He gives more than we deserve all the time. May God's name be glorified in and through your life as you reach out to him and be blessed. God bless you today.